Hey guys, freedom for all here. This is A Secret of Feeling by Neville Goddard. Let me get some questions and comments about how to change the conception of yourself. How do I muster up that feeling? How do I live in the wish fulfilled? You're not explaining that properly. And I think that this chapter really hits on. Neville goes through these three prongs here, and he really gives some really good examples of what exactly to do to change your conception of yourself, to get in the wish fulfilled. And he really goes over these very, very well. And he explains that when you have shocked the time sense and when you know you have created it. And I really love these three prongs here, and I wanted to go over them again with you. First, well, here are a few practical examples of this drama. First, the blessing or making a thing real. Sit in your living room and name a piece of furniture, rug, or lamp that you would like to have in this particular room. Look at that area of the room where you would place it if you had it. Close your eyes and let all that now occupies that area of the room vanish. In your imagination, see this area as empty space. There is absolutely nothing there. Now begin to fill this space with the desired piece of furniture. Sense and feel that you have it in this very area. Imagine you are seeing that which you desired to see. Continue in this consciousness until you feel the thrill of possession. So basically he's going over that if you wanted a piece of furniture, sit in your room, empty out that room, clear it out in your imagination with your eyes closed. There's nothing in that room. Now imagine that piece of furniture that you want in that place and put it in that room where you want it, and imagine it in that room, and close your eyes while you're doing this. And continue in this consciousness until you feel the thrill of possession. Second, the blessing or making of a place real. You are now seated in your apartment in New York City, contemplating the joy that would be yours if you were on an ocean liner sailing across the great Atlantic. I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Your eyes are closed. You have consciously released the New York apartment, and in its place, you sense and feel that you are on an ocean liner. You are seated in a deck chair. There is nothing around you but the vast Atlantic. Fix the reality of this ship and ocean so that in this state, you can mentally recall the day when you were seated in your New York apartment, dreaming of this day at sea. Recall the mental picture of yourself seated there in New York dreaming of this day. In your imagination, see the memory picture of yourself back there in your New York apartment. If you succeed in looking back on your New York apartment without consciously returning there, then you have successfully prepared the reality of this voyage. So when you look back, when you go into the future, into yourself physically, into the future, looking back to the present tense, and you can look back without consciously going back. You're looking back as if it already happened. That was before, and you're remembering when you created the scene you're at now in the future, looking backwards without consciously sending yourself back there. That's when you've created it. That's when you know it's coming. And that's when you can just relax and hang out and let it come to you. And that's when you've changed the conception of yourself as well. And that's when you've concreted or cemented the fact of your voyage, basically the reality of the voyage. You've prepared the reality of the voyage. Remain in this conscious state, feeling the reality of the ship and the ocean. Feel the joy of this accomplishment. Then you open your eyes. You have gone and prepared the place. You have fixed a definite psychological state, and where you are in consciousness, there you shall be in body also. All right, here's the third prong here. The blessing or making real of a point in time. This is actually a really good point. I like this. You consciously let go of this day, month, or year, as the case may be, and you imagine that it is now that day, month, or year which you desire to experience. You sense and feel the reality of the desired time by impressing upon yourself the fact that it is now accomplished. As you sense the naturalness of this time, you begin to feel the thrill of having fully realized that which before you started this psychological journey in time, you desired to experience at this time. With the knowledge of your power to bless, you can open the doors of any prison. Prison of illness or poverty or of humdrum existence. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. All right, guys, Freedom for All, The Secret of Feeling. And I thought this would answer some questions and comments. That's why I redid this. And I wanted to actually show you the pages. That way you can screenshot it, or you can work on this yourself, reread it. And here it is, The Secret of Feeling. All right, guys, hope you like this. I really enjoyed this one. All right, thank you.